Hi, I'm Nick from iiyama. Today I'm introducing you to our new accessory, iiSignagebox-1 for iiSignage2. iiSignagebox-1 is a compact Android signage player compatible with any HDMI display and gives you access to the iiSignage2 platform. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the process of setting up your iiSignagebox-1 so that it works with your iiSignage2 account and you can turn your HDMI displays into an iiSignage2 display. iiSignage2 is our secure content management system, giving you control over your advertising and messaging on any compatible iiyama product. So let's take a look and see what we get in the box. First thing you'll find is we have our quick start guide and our safety guide for the product. And we also have a nice box of accessories. So let's take a look at these. Inside our accessory box, the first thing you'll see is the infrared remote control. We have a 12-volt power supply with a 2.5 meter cable. And this comes with adapters for European and UK sockets. We also have wall plugs and screws for the fixing plates. And then we have batteries for the remote control. And next out of the box is the box itself. On the rear of our box we have Wi-Fi adapter, we have a headphone port, micro SD port, HDMI port, LAN port, a USB 3 port, a USB 2 port, and the power input port for the power supply. On the front of the box we have a standby button, an infrared sensor, and an indicator light to give you the status of the box. As you can see, it's a very slim box, just under 22mm in depth, and can fit easily behind a screen, fitted to the wall or tied to the bracket. So now let's get the iiSignage1 box plugged in and we'll take you through the setup. So let's plug in our power and we'll connect to our HDMI, which is 2.0, which gives you 4K at 60 Hz. When the iiSignagebox-1 has booted up, we're presented with the configuration screen. This process can be followed through using the remote control. You can even use a USB keyboard and mouse. So on our first page, we get to choose our language. Select language we require on the remote control and press the OK button. And that takes us to our second page, which is for network selection. For my setup here, I'm going to connect to Wi-Fi. So I just arrow down, highlight that. And this is where I can choose whichever Wi-Fi source I require. Once I've selected my Wi-Fi, I can just press the back button and then press on my right arrow to take me to the next stage. So on our next page, we can set up the details we need for the iiSignagebox-1 to allow it to join our iiSignage2 account. First of all, we can give it a name. And then we can tie it to our organisation. We can leave the rest of our settings on default and we can move on to the next stage. And that brings us to the home screen. Once the setup process is complete, we find ourselves with the Android desktop. iiSignagebox-1 is based on an Android 14 system, so it should be very familiar. The next stage of the setup we need to do is to make sure we have the correct date and time settings, and we can do that from the settings menu. And we can go down to System, and from System we can choose date and time. Within date and time we can see our time zone isn't correct, so we can uncheck Set Automatically, highlight time zone and press OK, and then choose our region. For our region we can just type in some keywords, the search will pick up where we wish to be, and we can select our region. Now we're set on the correct time zone, we can step back, reset to Set Automatically, and now we're good to go with the correct date and time. Another thing we can investigate from this menu is our power on, power off schedule. We'll create a scenario here where we'd like the screen to turn on at 9 o'clock in the morning and turn off at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And we can select the days of the week we wish these time schedules to take place. So we're turning on weekdays and turning off on weekdays. Once we're happy with our times, we can press OK. We can also create an extra schedule, maybe for those weekend times, by just clicking on the plus button. And maybe in this scenario, we only want it to come on at 10 o'clock on a Saturday and Sunday and turn off at 1 o'clock on a Saturday and Sunday. And those two schedules are now set. If we look in display, we'll see we have an option called Signage Mode. Signage mode will mean that the iiSignage player will begin after 30 seconds of inactivity if you happen to be within the Android homepage. Also in display options, we have our display screen orientation. This means if you're pairing the iISignAGEBOX-1 with a portrait display, you can choose the degree of rotation to match the display. The last thing we need to do is take our remote and press the home button, which takes us back to the home screen, and then we can select the iiSignage2 app and start sending content to the iiSignAGEBOX-1. So from within the iiSignage2 platform, we selected our content. We're going to fire it onto the screen. As we can see now, the content is being uploaded to the iiSignAGEBOX-1, and we're turning a HDMI compatible display into an iiSignage2 display. And there we are. We've shown how easy it is to get the iiSignAGEBOX-1 up and running on the free iiSignage2 content management system. For more information or a product demonstration of the iiSignAGEBOX-1, please contact a member of your local iiyama sales team. Thank you for watching. Keep your eye out for future product launches.